Taylor from MMA UK, and in the girls' corner, take two with Jessica Black Widow Borgia. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Good to be back.
Great to be back for the third time today. You had a really great performance at Titan FC. You have a really great fight coming up at Bellator. Tell us a little bit, walk us through your fight at Titan FC before we go through Bellator.
It was a short notice fight, but I did what I intended to do. So I was very proud with my performance, and I was very stoked to be on such a big platform. Great opportunity. I enjoyed it tremendously. And I was trying to get back in there as quick as I could, and finally I got one on 5 weeks' notice for Bellator, so I'm stoked.
And that you're fighting September 7th. You're fighting Amber Leibrock. This is really interesting. Again, we were talking before, you're going up in weight. How good does that feel to be able to walk around like feeling great, not just, okay, well, I got to anticipate the huge weight cut and stuff.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. This is the first time that I've actually got to do that. So this has been a big change, and it's a good change for the good. I've been able to focus on my training, not worry about weight cutting. My performance has been way better. I've never felt better. So I'm so excited to put on a show.
We're really excited for you. And, like we were saying before, you do so many things. You have, your social media is amazing. I love it. I'm one of your fans. But yeah, you do a lot. Last night we were talking, you had emergency surgery. Tell us a little bit about that, because I didn't know that you were a surgeon.
Yes. Yeah. I actually specialize in that. I've been doing the veterinary field for about 15 years now. And I have usually, as you can see on social media, a very busy schedule. I don't know how I fit it all in. But like yesterday we were talking, I went to, my training in the morning, went to work right after. In between, I drop off my son at school in the morning as well. So I do that first thing, do the mom thing, train, work, went to training again, went to training right after that. And I got the call for emergency surgery right after that. So in between there, and then come home and put my son to bed. So I got done at like 9:00 last night.
Now, it takes a lot of smarts and a lot of time to become a veterinary. Was there a reason why you chose that instead of people? Is that animals don't talk back?
Yeah, you nailed that one on the head. The only time I want to step in with dealing with people is when they lock that cage door. So, but yes, animals are much better than people.
And it's got to make it a little easier too, because when they close that cage door, you're not going to help them; you're going to beat them up.
Yeah, it does. All the people that I have to deal with that own the pets, I take my aggression out.
It's so true. Now, having a family, having a career, a fight career, and being a model, all this stuff that you do, that's got to prepare you. I would assume so, for everything that you're going to face in the cage. Because, how could one person, be like that much of a heavier, say, just heavier thing in general than everything that you have going on in life?
Yeah, it definitely it puts me under pressure and makes me be able to cope with the pressure. So I think it really does provide a lot for me in the cage. It helps me a lot.
And you got to find a healthy and happy balance, because a lot of people don't do that. I see so many fighters that that they seem happy, and a lot of them, it gets tiring. It gets physically and mentally exhausting to be in there all the time. And at the end of the day, unless you're getting there in the cage, it is a thankless job.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I have my days where I'm like, I'm overloaded and I'm stressed. I'm definitely human, so I might snap sometimes, but I still keep going. And I'm not in prison, so there's a plus.
Yeah, silver linings, little bonuses, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I actually don't think that you would do very bad over there. I think you would beat the piss out of a bunch of brawlers in there. You'd be fine. You'd be fine in prison. You'd be one of the best ones in there. So now you're about 2 weeks, not even, out.
2.5.
Yeah, about a week and a half. Yeah, out from your fight. What does the next couple weeks look like for you? Because the fight week gets really hectic.
It does. But my schedule kind of slows down a little bit. So I am able to, fit everything in a little bit better. I'm going to Vegas this Saturday, actually. So I'll be training in Vegas to get used to the elevation, the time change, and, train with some of the pro fighters over there and get ready a little bit even more for.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah. I trained with Roxy and Serena and them at Syndicate. So and John Wood. They're all very good.
And you know the difference of the it's so many people with the heat over there, and I listen, 113 degrees is 113 degrees any way you slice it.
Yeah.
I mean, the beautiful thing is you're not going to be outside in it.
Well, honestly, the heat is about the same here, just more humidity. So it's just drier. So it just takes a little bit to get used to, but a few days in, you're fine. Well, I wasn't.
Where are you going to be training over there in Vegas?
Do what? I'm sorry.
No. Where are you going to be training in Vegas?
I'm going to be training at a few different places, but mostly Syndicate.
Okay.
Those guys.
Now, have you seen any of the Bellator fight week preparations that they do with all the they do the 2 weigh-ins, they do a huge media day, and it's just tons of interviews. Have you like, are you excited for that? I know it's a very big, for you it doesn't seem like it's going to be a big undertaking, your whole personality.
No, I love it. I honestly, I don't know, like you said, I go with the flow, and it's something that excites me more the bigger it is. So I do good under pressure. So the big stage just excites me even more. Just like I showed.
What happened?
Just like with my last fight, just the better the pressure, the more I step up to the plate. So.
Oh, so you rise to the occasion. We love that. We love that.
I try.
Do you have a specific song that you're going to walk out to?
I do. Still Hungry by Adelita's, one of my favorite bands. So I usually
love it. I love it. And between you and I'm going to give you a tip right now. And it's really cool because this isn't live, so it's not like everybody's just going to go steal the idea. But you time your walkout. Time it correctly. And don't come out too soon, because then they won't hear the song. And they'll let you stand back there as long as you need to. You just stop. Nope, I'm not ready. Nope, I'm not ready. Walk out at that moment when you want to walk out. The verse that you want to walk out to. Because it's true. They will literally let you walk out, and you'll have 2 seconds of song. People are going to be like, what the hell was that?
True, that's true. I usually am so amped up too. I just like dart out there. Yeah, I gotta try to get my song
for a little bit. This feeling, so you get in that mood. And speaking of, I mean, you're getting in there to fight somebody. You're getting in there not only to fight, you're getting in there to win. All right. And if you do it in dominant fashion and you beat the pants off them, oh well. But how do you get in that mindset? Because you're such a nice person, and being a mom and everything that you do, how do you get in that mindset to be able to go, okay, I have to turn off that this is a human being and beat her up?
There is a very dark side inside of me. It's honestly like, so many people that know me know that there's like a switch inside me that, like, there's like Jekyll and Hyde. I'm nice, and then it just switches. So I don't know. Honestly, it's just in my mind. I'm ready for it, so I just switch that. It turns off.
Is it almost like self-talk when you're walking up there, like, I'm gonna beat this bitch, I'm a fighter, I can do this kind of thing?
I never do that. Not that I notice anyway. I usually am literally the song that I walk out to gives me goosebumps. So I feel the song more, like, so it gets me in the mood. It's weird. I don't know. I mean, now in the back, I do prep myself. Like, my coaches are talking to me. Yeah, but walking down, my mind's clear usually.
Then make sure you take that time, because you really want to enjoy having people hear that song and cheering for you. And it's such a great, I've never walked down that runway, whatever you want to call it. I've never been able to do that with a fight. So I can't imagine what that's feeling like, but I've seen so many of my friends do that, like right in front of my face, and I'm right there, and I'm like, Oh man, that moment's got to be incredible. I do wish that Bellator would tell people, wait till you want to go out to your, that moment in the song. But it is what it is.
Glad that you told me though. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Because I've seen it, and I'm like, wait, you didn't even get to hear any of the song. What happened? And it's just simply and I had a friend that came out at Bellator, and I interviewed him the other day, John Beneducci, and he came out and he waited till a specific verse, and I think it was the third one in the song, so they let him have his time, and he was like, no, oh, yeah.
That's smart. Yeah, there's been a couple
Yeah,
times they played the wrong song for me, so I was like, man, that sucked.
that's gotta be the worst.
Yeah, especially when it's like the song, it means more to me than some other fighters, I'm sure. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and imagine it's a lame song, and you're like, really, I gotta come out to this.
I can't even remember what song it was, but I was like, I literally was walking, and I'm like, like I got up for like 2 seconds, like what the? And I got back, and I'm like, whatever.
So now you don't have a huge weight cut coming out in front of you. What does a couple days, or say the week leading into the fight, with that weight cut being you don't have to do so much? How does your diet change? How does everything change, or does it not change much?
This one, it doesn't really change much. I am still doing tons of cardio, and it'll be, really just focusing on cardio and technique the last week so that my body's recovered from all the fight camp. Because I've been doing, like I said, 3 days and stuff like that. So it's been a really good fight camp. But really, this time, I don't really have to stress over the weight cut, so it's fantastic.
That is such a great part, because at the end of the day, that's a huge part of the fight, and a lot of people don't see what you guys go through. I mean, until you get like the story of where they put, Misha Tate or Chris Cyborg on. But at the end of the day, those are just two people in the realm of how many women, and we do it differently. At the end of the day, people don't realize we have cycles. We have so many things that we have to deal with that, like, you know, I don't think about that. And I'm like, shit, what if you got, what if it was that time of the month? What if you had water weight? What if, you know what I mean? Like,
That does suck. That really does suck.
has that happened? It's a lot to think about. You don't realize it until you're like, oh shit, like, what if that did happen? It's life.
Yeah, it does. It's not fun when that happens. I've actually, I've started the day of the fight. It sucks. It's a struggle. Definitely, our bodies are meant to hold on to more during that time, and it does not want to let it go.
Wow. And if you could give anybody advice how to get through that, how to get through those moments, what would that be?
Honestly, to try to pre-plan as best as possible. If you pre-plan knowing about when you start, because I know a lot of women are, it fluctuates and everything. So
Yeah.
mine does anyway. But if you know about when you're going to start, you can do little tips. If you look up like little tips on how to beat the fatigueness and the bloating and all the stuff that comes with being a woman, you can kind of
I love
pre-plan.
it. No, people need that, because there's, young up and coming lady fighters that don't know that, hey, you're going to be faced with that at some point. And if you don't, you're very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky. Shit.
Because it's not just like you said, it's not just the weight gain, tiredness, that there's just a million and 10 things that go into that 1 week. And it's like, oh crap, man. Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Yes, it does.
Now, for your fight night, do you have a really awesome fight kit that you're coming out with?
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
With your fight night, what are you going to be wearing? Do you have a really awesome fight kit?
Oh, I haven't really planned on what I'm wearing yet, honestly. I have a few things I'm choosing from, but I haven't put a stamp on it yet. But it'll be awesome.
I know you got some cool shit over there, and I can't see you not coming out to something awesome. We're in something awesome. Now, I think it was a couple weeks after your last fight, I saw you had done, I don't know if it was a contest or what it was. Bikini fitness, what was that?
It was just a bikini contest. One of my friends asked me to help out and be a contestant. It's never been really my cup of tea. I'm not fond of the bar scene, particularly people at the bars, but I did it, and it was fun. But I probably won't do it again. Not really.
Like, look at this girl. You look so fantastic. I didn't expect any less.
It was fun. It was fun, but I'd probably just stick with regular modeling.
Now, that's actually, I wanted to segue right into that because at the end of the day, as a female fighter, yeah, you're a fighter. Yes, you got muscles. Yes, you're rolling around, you're sweating, but at the end of the day, you're still a female. You know what I mean? And to be able to see you be able to do both and look so great at doing both, I think that's such an important thing to have right now because there's a stigma on young women having muscles and having being a fighter and looking a certain way. And it's like, listen, we can look pretty and still kick your ass.
Yes, exactly. Every time someone finds out that I'm a fighter and they're like, "Oh, you're a fighter," I'm like, "Oh, is that odd?" Like he's like, "But your face is still like, oh, I don't I don't look like a man and my face isn't messed up. That's cool. I mean, you heal.
Yeah.
Your
If
face
anything, that speaks to the fact that you don't get punched too much. So that says that you're a very good fighter.
I would say that if I didn't have shown that I have gotten punched, but it heals. It heals.
It does. It does. It does. And I got to say that I think that more women that are muscular and athletic doing modeling will change. I don't think it's a problem that that fake is beautiful. I think it's awesome, right? But I also think that there's a weird um, body image right now that is being promoted in the world that like, okay, it's okay to be lazy. It's not just okay right now. It's like celebrated to be lazy, and you see a lot of young people that are really out of shape. And I think it's not to blame the internet, not to blame iPads and all that shit, but I don't know how old you are, but I'm 40 years old, and I grew up in a time where you came back in when the street lights came on. You know what I mean? And you really weren't allowed inside until that happened because your parents were like, "Fuck you, you're not coming in."
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. We played kickball. We got in fist fights, and nobody called the cops. Nobody sued anybody. You walked home with your bumps and bruises, and that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I'm
to
right
me,
there with
I
you.
feel like it's huge.
I'm right there with you with that. I do not. The fact that kids only do like video games and stuff like that these days blows my mind. That's why I try so hard to do things with my son outside of stupid video games and staying inside. If we stay inside, we're still playing board games. Like back in the day, like board games. we don't
Yeah.
we'll make an obstacle course outside. We'll play with them or tell them to go outside and play. Like it's lost these days. And yes, you're right. Obesity is like way up there right now. And the kids, just because they're not getting exercise, they're being lazy. Everything is done for them. It sucks.
It does. It's and I just feel like the I mean, look, the plus size modeling, amazing. I do think that you should feel great no matter what you are, but I do think that it should be encouraged that people should be in healthier and in better shape. I mean, I have people that like I look at and I'm like, was this something that, you for as a child weren't really, directed in the right direction to, you know what I mean? Because you see people as adults and I'm like, but how do you let it get that? And I think that as a society at the moment, we're in a lazy state. And like I said, I think that not obesity, but I think that being bigger is being celebrated more than, and especially for a woman. I'd rather see a woman with muscles.
I prefer a woman with muscles too. I mean, now the big and bulky, like I'm on testosterone muscles, are not attractive in my opinion. But
Yes.
we fluctuate so much too. I'll go from lean to a little bit, bulkier or whatever.
Both here, yeah. Yeah.
And there's not much of a difference there besides more abs or whatever. But you can still be beautiful at different weight classes. So
Yeah.
it just there's healthy and there's unhealthy.
Absolutely. But I really do. I really think that the industry, I think that honestly, maybe the modeling industry would be really, it would do them very well to take more athletes and more MMA fighters and stuff than just, your average regular toothpick, because it's not an attractive look, to be 105 pounds and not muscular, because I was there and it took me a long time to gain the weight back that I needed to, and then just a little bit of time to tighten up where I wanted. But, I go into stores and things aren't meant to fit me. It's really bizarre. I went shopping and I'm like, okay, so I can't find pants because I have a tiny waist, And then I have these really long legs, but these big legs and hips. And so it's like I'm very muscular, but I'm still tiny. Things aren't meant to fit me anymore. Things are meant to fit girls that are thicker, girls that are all, so it's very hard. Like, do I shop in the women's section or still the junior section? And I'm still stuck there. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is hard to find ones that fit the waist, the hips, and the thighs. Like mine is so hourglass. Like it's hard to find if the pants don't fit me in the waist. Like it's crazy. They'll either not fit me in the thighs and fit me in the waist, or vice versa. So
and tell me that's not why you wear leggings a lot, because I don't know if you do, but I walk around in leggings and anything in that kind of spats, you name it, I'm rocking it, because at the end of the day, if that's what's gonna fit me and look good, where I don't look like a weird misshapen freak, I'm right with it.
Yeah, and that's another. I mean, I wear my cut up, baggy jeans because I don't really care. You don't have to see my. I know I got a butt, so I don't have to show. But most of the time, yes, I'm in spats because I'm usually training 2 to 3 times a day.
It's more comfortable at the end of the day. Let's face it, it's so comfy. And oh, girl, I love my baggy pants too. I have to tell you, the 90s coming back was like the best thing that ever happened to me, because I grew up in the 90s and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could start pulling shit out of my closet from back in the day because I kept it all. I'm that person. So cool. It's a great time to be alive, I have to say,
Definitely.
Speaking of fighting, we've had really great MMA cards everywhere, all over the place. I'm sure you've seen a lot of them. What has been a really influential fight that's like gotten you amped up recently?
I really think that the Cyborg and Felicia from the Jungle, that was, I think everyone was a little surprised at how well Felicia Spencer did. She gave her a run for her money, and people didn't expect it. Yeah. And also, there was another fight.
Humanized Cyborg.
Yeah. Shanna Young.
More than Amanda Nunes did. She humanized her more. I don't know why. It to me, yeah. She humanized her 10 times more. And I've interviewed Felicia. Felicia is amazing. She's like, I have friends that I've never met. I consider you friend. She's there. And I said to her, I messaged her right after. I said, dude, don't ever hang your head over that. That's fucking awesome. And I've interviewed Cyborg too. So I love interviewing really nice women that could go, oh my God, that was amazing. Or, oh my God, and cheerlead each other on. And I know that they're both very much like that. But then to see Chris get cut right after that or released, I was like, what the crazy fuck is going on with the UFC? But it could be publicity. We know that they love to do that. It could be, who the fuck knows. But it does open the door. And that's why I love MMA right now, because you have Bellator, you have Titan FC, you have UFC, PFL, you name it, there's an organization for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
And I could see Cyborg taking a little trip over to Bellator. She's fought for Coca before, so
yeah, that's what they're talking about. 145 division.
Oh, so that's more of a rumor than a rumor. Good. That makes me happy. They should build up your division over there, even if you decide to go back to 135 and fight over there, or stay at 145, whatever. The cool thing about Bellator is you could fight outside of that contract.
Yeah, they're very lenient with a lot of the stuff that they do. I love the fact that I'm going to get to fight for them, so I hope that I fight consistently with them. But like you said, I have that choice to go, elsewhere. So whatever to stay busy.
Did you ever think about Invicta?
Yeah. Yes. It just never really. There was not any opportunity. There wasn't a fight that was presented, I guess. Okay. That you. So I just Bellator. I kind of skipped over Invicta. Bellator's better.
I have a feeling there might be after this. I have a weird little feeling that after this one there might be. I mean, and it does, help the fact that I know a lot of girls that do fight in between both of the organizations. And then the other cool thing is that Bellator is doing a lot of PR work with Ryzen. So there's so many opportunities for you right now, and at least in my opinion, like the sky is the limit. Because if they said to you, okay, Bellator, you had a great showing, we loved it, Ryzen wants you to come fight over there because you fucking have Japan. Like, that's as big as it gets. You know what I mean?
Sorry, my phone.
Did me before. It's all right.
A little bit late. Sorry. I'm just be on the road to
So
training.
we'll go for another 5 minutes because I know you got to go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be so late. It's okay.
So then let's wrap this up. You have the huge fight coming up at Bellator. September 7th. Bellator, you're fighting Amber Leibrock. Oh God, Jessica, give us a little insight into what we can expect out of you on fight night.
That's the good thing is I'm gonna be unexpectable. She's not gonna be able to expect what I have coming for her, and I can't wait to show my performance.
And we cannot wait to see it, Jessica. Where can everybody find you and follow you?
Black Widow Borga, look me up, and that's pretty much everything that you can get. Instagram, Facebook, everything. You'll find me.
And I will plug you and tag you and everything. And I wanted to thank you so much for taking a half an hour, a little bit more than that because we screwed up before, out of your day because I know you got to go and get your day going. So thank you so much. And I will be speaking to you very shortly on social media. And we look forward to you stepping into the cage September 7th.
It was good talking to you.
You too, girlfriend. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.